I guess crime do pay liberally because people can do a crime in the name of being a prank or a joke and then earning ad revenue from engagement. But then you have to ask a simple question. Is it worth paying your life for those money? Hello there, how's there? I'm Ame Gakita there. So today we are going to discuss just a short little random chat about do crime actually pay? Because the thing is, right, a lot of people tend to end up doing things that is so ridiculous on the internet, all for the sake of attention seeking or all for the sake of ad revenue. And then when they start being like arrested and then get shamed by the internet or then end up being like making noise about, hey, it's just for engagement, it's just a prank or it's not, and all for the sake of like trying to get out of jail. It's so ridiculous. But then again, I mean, like, hey, if people can do it, why not them? So the thing is, right, it's really like kind of like been happening over the past few years, considering that I once talked up in a random chat about how I hate prank and how prankster always, the so-called prankster has always been drawing the line of that is things that is kind of annoying, no longer a joke, and it's really kind of like beg the question, like, aren't they just being a public nuisance? Now, that being said, one of the things that a lot of people need to understand, like in like even recent time, a lot of people always cross the crazy line of like spraying in pesticide on food at a supermarket or crashing a car and then causing problem for others along the line, and all the name of the sake of attention seeking. But then you have to ask them, like, is it worth that attention? Because the thing is, right, sure, they may have some sort of like attention they say, but then is it the right attention that you want? And one of the channel I came across in my own private account was 15 minutes of shame, where it is actually kind of like quite a few short video here there indicating of like TikToker or content creation who end up doing things that is so ridiculous that when they first got arrested, and then some of them end up being arrested, and then they got like sent to prison, sent to jail, or even going as far as like begging for money. Yep. Do I have sympathy or empathy for them? Absolutely no. It's just that it really begs the question, like, do they deserve a second chance? Now the thing is, right, in this, we really kind of like can see that it's like Johnny Somali, we got Jet Doherty, and a few more. And the thing is, right, often more than not, if I'm the judge, I will ask one simple thing. Why will you do all those things when you know in the first place that you're gonna get yourself in trouble? Like, in normal hindsight, a normal human nature will always try to avoid danger. They always end up avoiding things that is getting them in trouble. But again, there will always be that exceptional people who always end up doing the opposite, just for the sake of thinking that, hey, if they get the attention they need, if they get people looking at them, obviously they will end up doing it regardless of how they think or how people think. Even if people try to warn them not to do it, they will just end up doing it either way. So 15 minutes of shame, I would recommend if you guys are interested to know what kind of TikToker there are. I always kind of like watch quite a lot, not in this my own personal VTuber account, but in my personal account, and I was like looking at quite a lot of like video and life in prison or few years in prison, and in a way when I kind of like understand a lot of scenario, I was like, firstly in my mind, they really deserve it. Like, number one, it will also kind of like keep them away from the internet, from the attention they have been trying to get somehow, some way, somewhat. But at the same time, it also kind of like hope that this can be sent as some sort of like signal to or a warning to many people, indicating that if you do crime, you pay with your life. You don't go and think that, oh, hey, I'm doing crime, and then people and film it on the internet and then just end up like, hey, I earning ad revenue. I don't really care whether those people saying, oh, it's just an ad, oh, it's the chat telling me to do it, or whatsoever. It's like, dude, if you're influencer, if you're content creator, if you're doing it with like police on having aware of the situation is all an ad. I think that's a fair point. But if people go out and do it and then cause problem for others, or end up having like causing actual scenario that people can have their life in danger, yeah, I think that's a fair point of like they deserve some sort of like wake up calling, or in this case send them to prison or send them to jail. Now that being said, it's really one of the things that sometimes people love attention, and I can understand that. I mean, like, that's the things that every content creator want: attention, views, engagement. So I can't really like go around and blame those people indicating that they want all these views. But then you have to ask them, or they have to think and sit down and think. And if you're a content creator, one of the things you have to sit down and ask yourself: is it worth paying your life all for the sake of a YouTube video or any video you put on the internet, be it Instagram or YouTube or even TikTok? Now, if it's worth for you, then you have to understand that is always the balance. There is always the counterbalance, or even in the case that will you end up getting yourself in trouble if you end up putting your life all for the sake of crime. Then I think it's fair that you have to understand that if you do a crime, you upload it to YouTube or any other platform, obviously you're just putting evidence on a silver platter and give it to the police or to the world, to the law enforcement, whichever you want to call them, and then give them like the evidence to hand you the ass to send to the jail or prison along the line. I mean, like, I've seen quite a few crazy ones: 20 years, life in prison, 5 years, 12 years, and some of them are very, very ridiculous, yes, but then some of them is really like well deserved in a way. So I'm not gonna like saying like they do deserve a second chance or not. I mean, like, number one, why would you end up doing it? Is it just for the sake of attention? If it's so, then I would recommend that stay away from the internet. At the same time, those get sent to jail. I mean, like, if they end up being arrested and what's not, I think they do have to understand that just because you're an influencer doesn't mean that you're above the law, okay? I mean, like, the law is just basically there to ensure some sort of like people not doing things that is going to harm other in danger along the line. I mean, like, imagine like someone just go and decided to ruin the life of others just for the sake of ad revenue. Wouldn't that be like crazy? So at the end of the day, it's really one of the things that it baffles me a lot about how those people can just end up doing it. But then again, who am I to judge? I mean, like, all I can just say is that if they do get some sort of karma, then good. I mean, like, at least in a way they pay with it. But then again, it's really one of the things that is the current era where everything is just anyone can do anything, be it crime or not, and end up earning money from it. So it's just crazy. We are living in this world where everything is just insane in a way. But anyway, I would recommend you guys to go and subscribe to 15 Minutes of Shame to if you guys are interested. If not, if you think that some of my things is say it's crazy enough, I mean, like, do understand that whatever I say in this random chat is just a random chat. It's all my speculative talk. So at the end of the day, whether you agree or disagree, you can write in the comment section below. We can discuss it further. If not, if you do like this video, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe for more random chat where I talk about stuff that sometimes makes sense, doesn't make sense, all random at times. But the one thing I hope is not random for you guys is have a nice day or night. Bye.